Hey y'all, how y'all feeling? Can I read to you? Abandonment, storm, mercy, new life. During their move, my neighbors placed a beautiful monstera plant on their back porch. I sat in my office and felt the urge to ask if they desired to keep it, but I didn't. The next day, I admired the fullness and the beauty of the plant. Then a huge thunderstorm came, and at least it's getting water, is what I thought. The Florida sun came back out and danced upon the leaves of it. Night fell, and I watched this thing replay for 3 days. Extreme heat within the sun, thunder, and darkness, until the plant that was once standing strong and beautiful had become worn and weak looking. The roots had uprooted. The stems fell to the side of the plot, and I was sad for it. Nobody came back for the plant. I had enough. How can someone leave something so beautiful behind? I didn't wait on the answer. Therefore, I persuaded my scary sons to help me move it during the night. They were concerned that someone would see us, and I assured them that the neighbors were gone. But my eldest was a bit nervous. Honestly, he felt like we were stealing, and I had to tell him we were preserving what someone else abandoned. We brought the plant into my home and slowly saw her perk up over 2 days. For 2 days, I let her sit in her pot and get comfortable in the new environment. 3 days of storms can wear any energy out, right? So I watched videos on propagation and how to care for that type of plant before I began to work on her. I took the time to sift through the soil and clipped off dying leaves. I carefully cut the limbs from some of the roots before I placed them in treated water. The roots were so deep and abundant that it was hard to remove her from the pot. I wanted to make sure there wasn't any signs of rot from the storm waters that may have accumulated in the soil. That and fungus gnats, right? Because you don't want that infestation in your home. Because there were so many roots, I had to separate them to get to the bottom and assess what I had to work with. I struggled with that for a bit. This was her makeup. But she couldn't stand straight up anymore because of the stress of the storms. I placed clippings with attached roots in vases and sat them near a window. When she's ready for new soil, I'll transport her into 2 pots because she's clearly outgrown one. So far, she's looking good. Can you relate to the plant? Have you ever felt left behind? Have you ever gotten weary from the continuous storms of life and wished for a little help? Watching this plant was like watching replays of my life this year. That's probably why I want to care for her. Our lives paralleled is how I feel. At times I wish for mercy and compassion. I learned that mercy and compassion can come from your circle, but should always start within. As humans, we tend to avoid pain, but pain helps us see who we are alone. It challenges us to ask for what we need. And when we speak our truth about the pain, it allows others an opportunity to show us their compassion. So if you are hurting, take a moment and ask yourself, what do I really need? And am I showing myself compassion through this? Those answers will help you accelerate your healing through the darkness. And there she is, y'all. Cheers to your healing.